120 Bitcoin territory, December 25th. Merry Christmas. Pilar, 16 comments, 2,516 sats. Keyan.
Pilar.
What is this?
This is pretty awesome. So you have to go back because Pilar has been doing this series for, it feels like since very first year of Stacker.News. But basically what he describes is doing his own speculative attack. And so we don't really get to see it pay off until this episode. So before this episode, he's pretty much negative, and it was pretty much, kind of in a bad spot. And you can see it in these charts here. But it begins to cross over. The red line there is his debt that he holds. So he took out a loan from the bank. I think it was roughly 30,000 euros, or maybe it was 40,000 here. It was 10,000 euros. Then he has or something like, 30,000 euros, then $10,000, I think, in debt or something, is what that with interest. But so the red line is the debt that he's paying off, and he's paying it off in installments. And then the blue is the Bitcoin that he DCA'd into. And so you see him finally cross over in a big way toward the end, and it's he's basically tripled his money. And it's pretty awesome because you can he was writing these every week, and he put his plan out there, and I was like, wow, he's just really writing these. And now you can really see the value of him journaling, what he's thinking about while he's doing it, his fears and stuff. It was it was mostly an experiment to him.
I actually thought he was just chronicling Saylor's buyings.
Oh, no.
I didn't know he was doing his own version of it.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
It's really, it's a really awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Hard to appreciate until very recently. And he actually skipped a couple of episodes recently, but we get this huge payoff now of seeing the awesome progress that he made, or they made.
What did the Stacker say? Top comment was from EK. Said, do you think you're going to do this again in the next bear market in 2026? I'm definitely considering it. As I mentioned in the past, I also took out a loan at the end of 2022, but only 10K.
Ooh.
We'll dive into the next month.
He might double down on it.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, what are we even doing at this point? Because did you ever see Saylor's? You didn't see Saylor's Twitter thing, right? Where he was talking about what do you call it, Trump Max and all these different things. He was talking. I posted on Stacker News, but after a certain point, Keyan, this is why I think, did you ever see that meme that goes are you telling me one day I'll be able to trade my sats for dollars or whatever like that? And he's like, in the future you won't need to. I think that future's coming very, very fast. Because I think that this just kind of obsoletes that. Why would you take dollars after a certain point for anything?
Yeah, but why would you spend dollars? It's the other side of this, and that so that's kind of what we're seeing. So the Bitcoin only future requires people actually being willing to spend it, and But after a certain point, if people refuse to take dollars, I don't know when that's going to happen. Yeah.
But to me, I'm just curious to think how much longer can this go on? So this will inspire 10 other people, 20 other people to do it. And then that's going to spread. And then before you know it, everybody's doing this.
I think even Pilar would not recommend that other people do this, especially where we're at in this cycle right now.
Well, not now, but
it was a similar place in the last cycle when he started. So,
even corporations are looking at Saylor right now and wondering if they should do the same.
A lot of them are.
That's what I'm saying. I saw a comment somewhere, but it was what happens when there's more than 21 million that shows up on some of these corporate treasury balance. If you start adding up a lot of these corporate treasury balances of Bitcoin, then we start realizing that somebody's out there making paper Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to account for. Well, but Bitcoin is Bitcoin. But yeah, if people are buying into ETFs and
because I think it's called corporate treasuries, BTC.com or something like that. And that's the next thing that kind of goes into all this is
corporate treasuries, I think .net.
Yeah. I don't know. Something to think about, Stackers.
Yeah, but it's really cool to see someone doing it on an individual level. A lot of Bitcoiners want, I think, or have thought about doing this themselves, taking out a loan. And what's nice is he he didn't. It wasn't secure. It wasn't a secured loan, so there was no margin call. He didn't take any risk of like Bitcoin going down. Worse, he just had to, he would have to go and dip into his own expenses to pay the loan. So it's a really cool success story of them accumulating on Bitcoin. Because at one point it was like not much Bitcoin at all, and now it's a lot.
Yeah, good job. Dang, really good story so far this week. The number one top story of the week is